Good evening, everybody. This is 𝗵𝘂𝘐𝗓 here from Reason from Ashes. I hope everyone's has been having a great Saturday so far. Today is what I call Stillness Saturday. All right. This week, I want to ask you something. Not about economy, not about the markets, not even about the interest rates or the war, Iran-America war ongoing ones, okay? But something closer. When did you last sit completely still and face the truth about your finances? Think about it for a second. Not an estimate, not even a rough figure in your head. The real truth. Taking out all your financial statements, lay it down bare on the table, facing it one by one. Yes, the truth that some of us may have been trying to avoid and not trying to know because it's just too much to bear. Some of you can feel it. Now, here's the real truth. Because everything I'm about to share with you starts right here. This week, we talked about Sara, one of my friends, okay? 35 years old, operations manager, earning about 6,000 ringgit a month, highly educated, very responsible, very hardworking, provides for her family, even though she's not married yet, for parents, for siblings. And quietly, somehow, almost invisibly, she is drowning. Not because she was reckless, not that she didn't try her best, but because nobody, that's right, I say it once again, nobody, not even one teacher, not even one lecturer, not even one employer ever taught her the difference between earning money and making multiple streams of income, or even finding multiple source of income, meaning to expand her income. In simple terms, it can be managing, okay, and also enlarging her savings and also her resources. Sara's case isn't unusual. In fact, Sara is Malaysia, representing the scenario that what happens to most of us in Malaysia. And maybe, if you're honest with yourself right now, Sara actually sounds a little familiar, to the point some of us may feel guilty about it. Now, don't get me wrong. My purpose for recording this video is not to inflict guilt, to bring you sleepless nights and all that. Because I want to highlight something. While Sara was managing month by month, quietly, invisibly, this is what was happening around her and also around us. You don't believe me? Well, 5 million Malaysians are currently withdrawing this retirement savings, just sometimes to scrap by and buy groceries for a few weeks to ensure they can survive. The median withdrawal, listen carefully, 120 ringgit. That's right, 120 ringgit. Not thousands, not even hundreds, just 120 ringgit at a time. From money meant to carry them through retirement. Alarming, isn't it? I've got some more for you. 251 million ringgit lost to even fake job scams in just 15 months. Even when I spoke to Sara, she actually told me she was almost one of the job scam victims. You see, people like Sara are not necessarily greedy people. But somehow, when situation forces upon them in their lives, they become desperate. And this is true enough. How do I know? I've been there at times. These are people who just needed a little extra income to make the month work for them. On top of that, another statistic for you. Director General Insolvency of Malaysia actually stated very clearly, every day, on a daily basis in Malaysia, averagely there are 18 bankruptcies in 2025. Think about that for a moment, okay? If this is not a financial plague, attacking Malaysia, I don't know what is. Every single day. The age group most at risk, mid-30s right up to mid-40s, right? Not that they are reckless, not that they are unlucky, but they are the ones in the middle building their lives, okay? This isn't a forecast. This isn't even a warning about what might happen. It is already happening. The storm is already at our doorstep. In ordinary homes, two ordinary people living ordinary lives. The sky still looks clear to most, but humidity, the heat is rising. The wind is already shifting. And the storm, it doesn't announce itself. And here's what I've seen again and again with the people, with the clients that I work with. There's a point where everything seems to be under control, manageable, but quietly becomes spiraling out of control and out of time before they realize it. Most people don't feel it when they cross it, because from the outside, everything still looks fine. Income is still coming in, bills are still being paid, lifestyle is still somewhat, bearable and still intact. But beneath it, no buffer, no structure, and no protection. There's no protection. And then one day, something small happens. It's a trigger, a small trigger. It could be a job loss. It could be an unforeseen medical bill. Perhaps even an unexpected call from the parents. Okay? And everything that felt manageable suddenly shifted. Suddenly isn't manageable anymore. The threshold doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't. Whether you're ready or not, here it comes. It just arrives. And the only question that matters at that time is, and when it does, is what did you build before it arrives at your doorstep? Here's what I want you to be able to understand, and something that I want to share with you today. So pay close attention. This week was heavy. I know that. The data was real. The stories were real. The discomfort, some of you have given me feedback, caused you so much of discomfort. Some of you who reached out to me even told me, Gary, why have you been giving me sleepless nights just to think about it? And if you're sitting with all of that right now, if the weight of this week is still on you, I would like to invite you to do something which might surprise you. Stop. Just stop. Not to give up, not to look away, but to do what is the best that you can do for yourself. Why? Even chess players do think before the next most important move. They don't rush. They sit, they see, they think. Because the best move is never rushed. It's found in stillness between thinking, knowing, and executing. Here's what I've learned and lived. Lying to yourself costs you energy, but facing and admitting the truth gives the power and energy back to you. And in that stillness, when the noise finally stops, the truth finally speaks, you find something remarkable. You are closer than you think. Not because the journey is short, but because awareness, in real, honest, and undefended awareness, is already most of the journey. The people who rebuild their lives don't just move fast. They move right, and moving right always begins in the quiet. So let me leave you with this tonight. Real financial stability isn't one thing. It's 3 layers. Layer 1, income. What comes in every month? What comes in every month? Most people stop here. They earn, they spend, they repeat. In Robert Kiyosaki's term, this is the poor mindset. This is the mindset of the poor. And yet they call it stability. Layer 2, structure. How every ringgit is directed before it arrives. Not just budgeting. Intentional allocation with purpose. This is where most Malaysians have a gap. And the final layer, structure. And the final layer, protection. What stands when your income stops? Emergency funds, assets, income generating assets. A plan that doesn't depend on everything going right. Sarah had layer 1. So do most Malaysians. The storm tests layer 2 and 3. My question is, have you already worked on your layers 2 and 3? Tomorrow night, I'm opening a space, a free, honest conversation about exactly this. No selling, no pressure, no complicated financial jargon. Just clarity. The kind of clarity that turns awareness into structure. And that structure is going to help you to build your financial resilience. If this makes you pause, if Sarah's story felt familiar, if you know something needs to change, but you're not sure where to start, the details are in the caption below. Come as you are, because your next move doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be honest. And it starts right here with yourself. This is 𝗫𝗓𝗏 once again from Reason from Ashes. I hope to see you tomorrow night at 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. via Zoom. I shall share the details in the post itself, in the caption. Thank you very much. Good night. I hope your Saturday has been great thus far, and Sunday will be even better. Thank you very much. Thank you.